Hello everyone, welcome to Vidya's Prophecy Tarot. This is going to be your new moon in Taurus reading. I believe it's tomorrow. So let's get started and we'll start with Taurus, right? We are in Taurus season. So this new moons are all about manifestation. It's a time to set intentions, right? It's about new beginnings and new cycles. Okay, so think about what you'd like to manifest now. But let's see what's the energy for each of your signs, right? Starting with Taurus. Now, please, guys, do keep in mind these are general readings. They're not going to apply to everyone, okay? So just take what fits and leave the rest. Okay, so Taurus, what is the energy of the new moon for you? Ooh, that jumped out. Okay, one more. Oh, well, two more. One more. Okay. So we've got the King of Spears, okay, we've got the Three of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, okay, very pentacly energy, okay, Taurus. We do have the Five of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Now, so it feels like, Taurus, if you have a feeling that something is lacking, financial stability, some sort of tangible assets, some area in which you think it's lacking, you're getting ready. This new moon is offering you a chance to get ready, to take some sort of action, okay, to act on this. With the Three of Wands, it's about setting expectations, right? Taking action so that you can achieve goals that might crystallize in the future. That could lead to stability, you know, that could lead to something long-term and stable. So it's like, for example, it's like maybe starting applying for a new job, okay, where you expect to be stable, you know, down the road, or you're taking action to start a family, you know. So it could be any of those things, okay, but it's about acting now, acting on what it is you think you are lacking, okay. So whatever area in your life you feel you're lacking, it's about taking action now, okay. Because as I said, the new moon is all about manifestation. So any actions you take now and intentions, you know, that will lead to you getting whatever you desire. Okay, so let's look at the King of Spears. Why is that there? Ace of Wands. One more. Why is the King of Spears here for Taurus? Ace of Cups. Wow. Fantastic, Taurus. So you're really, you know, you're really inspired, okay, to go out and seek whatever it is you want. For some of you, it could be a new relationship. For some of you, it could even be like a child, okay, like children, right? That you want a family life, something of the sort. And for some, it is obviously in the Pentacle realm, so it could be career, okay? Let's look at the Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Spears here for Taurus? Strength. And the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is all about success, and this is what you expect, Taurus. You feel that whatever this new thing is, it's what you desire. It's going to fulfill something that you think you're lacking, and you're going to be seen a certain way. And with strength, it's about feeling determined enough to go for this, okay. Like whatever this new goal is, you are very determined that it's going to be successful and that it's going to work out for you, okay. So let's see, why is this Ten of Pentacles here, or the Ten of Coins? I've got two here, Three of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're very clear that this is what you expect, okay. This is what you think it's going to lead to. With the King of Cups, whatever you're moving towards, there is a lot of emotion for it. So it's not just pentacle based. Even if it's a job, it's something you care about, okay, or it could be a passion project or whatever. But if it's a relationship, then you really desire this person, and you see this going, you know, all the way. You see it going to commitment, right? Something long term. You're very clear about that, okay. Okay, so that's pretty good energy. I don't see the need to do any further clarifications. That's very good energy, Taurus. Okay, so let's move on to What's after Taurus? Gemini. What is the new moon in Taurus bringing up for Gemini? What is the energy of the new moon in Taurus for Gemini? Two of Wands, Knight of Coins. Oh, and we've got two, I'll just take both. Page of Spears and the Tower with the Five of Cups. Okay, so Gemini, you're at a crossroads, okay? You're looking back at something, okay? Maybe something you regret doing in the past, or someone you lost. I think you had a choice, right? At this crossroads, and you may have taken something that, you may have gone down one route that you regret now, okay? And it's like I think you want to come back and address this, with this Knight of Coins. For some of you, it has to do in the realm of work. So for example, you could have had 2 job offers in the past, right? And you took the wrong, you feel now you've taken the wrong one. And I think with this Page of Spears and the Tower, it's like a course correction, okay? You feel like now you want to choose a different path, and you want to bring about some sort of change in your life, okay? And I think it's going to affect your day-to-day life with this Knight of Coins, okay? And I'm also feeling like for some of you, you may feel like your day-to-day has been kind of mundane with this Knight of Coins, okay? It's just plodding away, there's nothing too exciting, and you wish to have some excitement now with this Page of Spears and the Tower. It's like you feel like you want to shake things up, Okay, so let's look at the Two of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Chariot. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think you recognize that movement is required. It's like maybe the course that you've been on, right? It hasn't led to the kind of outcomes you thought it would, and now you feel like a course correction. Okay, so let's look at the Knight of Coins, Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Yeah, so there's a new opportunity here. If it's in the realm of work, it is a very promising opportunity, and there's fun attached to it. Okay, there's maybe good like a good social aspect as well, okay, attached to that. Maybe it's a chance to work with friends, something. Let's look at the Tower. We've got the Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Yeah, I think you also want to pursue your heart, okay, just like Taurus. You want to shake something up. There is something you desire, and with the Chariot, it's like you're setting your course for it, okay? You're deciding to go for this. Now, if it's in the realm of love, then there may be somebody that you wish to move towards. Maybe a reconciliation and a fresh start, okay? Where you were not prepared to work on it maybe in the past with that Knight of Coins. Now you're prepared to work on it, okay? And you may be aware that, it's going to come as a Tower, because this person may not be expecting you, or people around you may not be expecting you to make this move. And with the Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups, it's like you're going to shake something up. You're going to follow your heart here, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So again, that seems pretty good energy, but it seems like decision time for both you and Taurus, okay? Okay, so that's you, Gemini. Let's have a look at Cancer. Don't want these to be super long, and I will put in timestamps. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, what is the full moon? Not the full moon, the new moon in Taurus. What is the energy for Cancer? The new moon in Taurus. Page of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Magician. Wow. with the Ace of Cups. You're in a kind of watchful energy here Cancer, with the Page of Swords, keeping your eyes peeled, trying to learn whatever you can, with the Four of Swords as well, thinking about this, right? Maybe it almost feels like reflecting and thinking about something you've learned, okay? And with the Magician, it's about manifestation, right? Which is exactly the energy of the new moon. So it's like working with the energy of the moon, okay? Learning maybe what it is you want to manifest and how, right? With this Ace of Cups, oh, we got the Ace of Spears beneath that. So again, there's some new, there's something new that's caught your fancy maybe, okay? It could be a new relationship. You're trying to learn everything you can about it with that Page of Swords. It's like you're kind of cautious, yeah, right? You're a cautious crab, and you're trying to learn everything, okay, in order to manifest. Maybe first of all to see how to manifest this the best possible way for yourself, okay? So if it's a job or whatever, then you're really studying it. You're studying the opportunity. Same if it's a relationship, okay? You're closely looking into it, okay? What is the Page of Swords there? Eight of Cups. And the Four of Swords with the High Priestess. Now that's your energy, okay? The High Priestess. So you're learning and you're relying on your intuition as well, okay, at this time. With this Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords, there may be a need to leave something behind, which is why you're very cautious, okay, which is why you're giving this a lot of thought. Maybe there's something that would need to be let go of in order to manifest this new opportunity. Let's see, why is the Four of Swords there? Oh yeah, we got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, and we had the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups at the bottom of that deck. So this is all about a new passionate beginning, okay? And a lot of thought is going into this. Yeah, let's look at the Magician. The Four of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to get one more. The Lovers. Yeah, there's a choice here. So you're thinking of this new opportunity and how you can make this happen, or what is the best thing for you to do here, okay? Because there is a choice with the Lovers, right? You have to choose a path, and there are consequences for that. And with the Four of Cups, you may have to reject someone, okay, in order to choose someone else. And that requires some careful thought here, right? Whatever choice you make with the Lovers, there will be consequences for that, okay? So it is something that, yes, you do need to get all the facts, and you need to be prepared. You don't want to go into this blind, okay? If it's a relationship with someone new, and if you're already in in another relationship, then I mean, yeah, you really need to be sure that this is what you want, right? Okay. Let me just look at, I'm just going to clarify this Four of Cups. Where's the Four of Cups there? The Tower, yeah. You're trying to learn whatever, everything you can about this new opportunity, because you will have to manifest a Tower. Oh my gosh, yeah, with the Hierophant. Cancer, if you're on a commitment, then yeah, I mean, you could be thinking of leaving your partner for someone else, and it's going to be a Tower. You can't walk that back, okay? So yeah, I mean, I think you're right to learn whatever you can, and give it a lot of thought, Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay. And for some of you, if it's not a commitment, then obviously it's a job or an institution or something else. But there is a choice between two different paths here, okay? And as I said, it comes with consequences. So choose carefully. Okay, so that's Cancer. Let's go on to Leo. Leo. What is the new moon in Taurus, new moon in Taurus. What is the energy for Leo? The Fool. The Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords with the Four of Swords. So Leo, you're taking a leap of faith here. Okay, you're just going for it. With the Page of Cups, you are, yeah, following your heart, right? Maybe making an offer to someone. Okay, with the Knight of Swords also, it feels very, this feels very authentic, to be honest. It feels like following your heart, following your truth, and taking a leap of faith based on that. You know, it feels very authentic. Okay, let's see, why is the Fool there? Five of Wands. Ooh, the Moon and the Ten of Wands. So, Leo, you want to take a leap of faith, okay? There's been conflict and drama here. You've been dealing with some issues, right? With the Moon, it feels like you're really fed up, Leo. It seems like you're fed up. You're fed up of the drama. You're fed up of the heaviness there, okay, in that situation. But with the Moon, you're not letting it be known, okay? You're not letting it be known just how heavy this situation is for you. So the people who, your closest friends and family, they might not know, okay, the depth of the drama, the depth of the burdens, they might not know all that, okay? Maybe you haven't told them. Now let's look at the Page of Cups here. Seven of Cups and the Tower. Yeah. I mean, you want to follow your heart now, okay? With the Seven of Cups here and the Tower, there's some... It's like out of all these cups, right? You have a lot of options and you've chosen you've chosen one. And it's going to be a tower, okay? It is going to be a tower because obviously you want to be done with the situation that you're in, right? And you're going off on this fool's journey. So that's going to be a tower to somebody, okay? Now let's look at the Knight of Swords. Oh gosh, how many is that? Okay, I'll take all these. Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so you're making a decision here, Leo, okay? You're gonna set yourself free here with this Four of Cups, You're going to tell the truth and you're going to let people know that you're not going to put up with the situation, okay? You may not let them know just how bad it's been for you. You won't be letting them know just how bad it's been, but I think you're going to let them know that you're not putting up with it, okay? Sorry for all that lens flare. I just noticed there's a lot of flare. Yeah, so you're making a decision on this and you're going to inform your family, okay? That's what it looks like. And it might be a family, it might be family that you've been living with, where this has been playing out, all this drama. It could be family. Yeah, but I think with the Moon, you're not exactly going to tell them, you're not going to reveal everything. Let's look at that Moon. Where's the Moon there? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you planned some big changes here. Where's the Moon there? And the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's a big change on the horizon, right? And the fact that you're sort of out of there, you're not telling people, okay? Including family, I think you may not be telling them. Now let's look at the Tower. Page of Wands. Yeah, you're going to bring about this Tower, okay? By setting yourself free from these people. I feel it's people, like it's family, or some closely knit community like that. Okay, Leo. So that's I think that's another good one, because you recognize that this situation is done and you're ready to act on that. Okay, so let's move on to Virgo. What is the new moon in Taurus energy for Virgo? Six of Coins, Two of Coins, And what is this? Justice reversed with the King of Swords. Wow. So Virgo, you could be looking at some legal proceedings, okay? I mean, it could be with justice in the reverse. You may have to make a payout, okay? There could be a decision on payouts. With justice reversed, it's possible you may, this might not go in your favor, okay? Or it may be more than you expected, or you could see something unfair in this decision, okay? Yeah, and I think for many of you with the King of Swords there, it is some sort of legal ending. Okay. Yeah, there may be something in this legal decision that you feel is not fair to you. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles again, yeah. There's going to be a choice, right? To make some kind of payout, okay? Let's see, why is the Two of Coins there? The Seven of Swords and the Page of Swords. I mean, sorry, the Knight of Swords. So you may, when it comes to this payout, if it is in the realm of a payout, then, I mean, there may be something that is learned, okay, about this decision that where maybe things are not on the, not fully transparent with the Seven of Swords, okay. There could be something that is not transparent or that you feel is deceptive and seen as unfair. Let's look at justice reversed. Oh, what is this? Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So something you've been holding on to, you may have to part with justice reversed, okay. There's a painful end there. Yeah. Let me just clarify a little bit more. Why are the Lovers there? Justice. See, there's a choice to... You're choosing... Okay, now if it's a relationship or even if you're leaving a job or whatever, the choice is yours. Okay, the choice is yours to go for this legal proceeding. But then the actual decision may not really go the way you expect. Okay, for some of you. Let's look at the Seven of Swords. Nine of Cups. And the Three of Cups. For some of you, I mean, if you're at the receiving end, right? Like if this is a relationship and someone's filing for divorce and they're choosing a lover, right? They could be concealing this fact that they really want this third party, okay? Or something like that. They could be concealing that. But with this Knight of Swords, you may get to hear about it, okay? Or someone may reveal it, something like that. And then there's going to be a painful end, right? Something you've been clinging on to will end. Let's look at that Four of Pentacles. Strength. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take courage, okay? If you're at the receiving end of this, yeah, there's heartbreak. So you may be forced to part with something that you have really held on to for a long time. Okay, it could be an asset or a relationship, whatever. Yeah, I just feel that if whoever you might initiate this this legal proceeding, okay, or whoever does it, I feel, yeah, I don't know. There is a chance that something's not going to go your way here. Let me just look at that Knight of Swords. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're going to hear about somebody else. Okay, if it's a relationship and if someone is filing for divorce, your partner, and they may not tell you why they're doing this, right? The fact that they have a third party may not be clear or spoken about, but you're going to find out, okay? You're going to know that there's somebody else. And it's going to feel like a massive betrayal, of course, okay? And it's going to take some courage to get through this. But something you've been holding on to, You know, with strength also, it feels like refusing to let that go. You may be forced to let it go. Okay. Okay. So that's Virgo. And let's move on to Libra. What is the new moon in Taurus energy for Libra? New moon in Taurus energy for Libra. New moon in Taurus, what's the energy for Libra? Ooh, the High Priestess, Nine of Spears, and the Hierophant with the Ten of Cups. Wow. Happy families. Okay, with the Priestess, it's all about secrecy, silence, right? With the Nine of Wands, and we've got the Hierophant. So, you know, the Priestess and the Hierophant are the match, really, because the Hierophant is the High Priest, and we've got the High Priestess. So it feels like a spiritual connection, honestly. Okay, but there's also silence here between these people, and it could have to do that because someone may be in a commitment. Okay, this feels like a spiritual connection, like something in the 5D or whatever, and someone may be holding on to something much more in the 3D. Okay, yeah, but there's a very spiritual connection here. Let's see, where's the Priestess there for Libra? Four of Wands. Yeah, it could be a twin flame. Okay, it really could be a twin flame. Why is the Priestess there? Two of Cups. Wow. Why is the Priestess there? And the Two of Wands. Yeah, there's a strong strong twin flamey connection. Okay, with the Priestess, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Cups. And I feel both parties feel the same way. Because with the Two of Cups, it's a mutual energy, but it is being kept silent. Okay, there's action that needs to be taken on this, and no one's or this person. I think we're talking about a masculine here. The King of Pentacles could be an Earth sign. We do have Taurus here. Okay, someone is hanging back from taking action here. Let's look at this Nine of Wands. The Hierophant. Yeah, they're clinging on to a commitment, maybe. Okay. Why is the Hierophant there? Page of Cups, Six of Cups. This person would like to free themselves, okay, maybe go back to someone they knew in the past or a past life, okay, it could be a past life as well. But they're still clinging to the 3D connection, okay, and it may be because of family, okay, could be because of family. Let's see. Why is this Two of Wands there? Yeah, Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think we may be dealing with an Earth sign, but anyway, this person is very worried about earthly things, okay, like materialistic things, and they're very worried that they'll be left shunned, maybe by family, okay, if it's not finances, it could be a worry that family will shun them. And so they're not acting on this very spiritual connection. Let's look at that Hierophant. Page of Swords. The Ace of Swords. Yeah, they'd have to tell their family the truth, okay? Everyone would have to know. And that's alarming this person. Let's look at the Six of Cups. Six of Swords. Yeah, they'd like to move to maybe someone in their past, okay? Okay, that's interesting. So it looks like now at the new moon, this person is still at a crossroads, They need to act now. I mean, it's about manifestation, right? What do you want to manifest, Libra, if this is you, right? What do you want to manifest at this time? Do you want to keep pleasing your family? Or do you want to manifest this spiritual, strong connection? Four of Wands, Two of Cups. I mean, it's really strong. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this person will do at this time, okay? Maybe that's because they don't know themselves. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that is Libra. Let's move on to Scorpio. What is the new moon in Taurus energy for Scorpio? What's the new moon in Taurus energy for Scorpio? Nine of Swords, the Lovers, Two of Cups. Yeah, so Scorpio, someone stressed. This could be you. Okay, there's a lot of worry here. Over choosing a lover, maybe. Okay, the choice is love and a soulmate, and there's anxiety over this. Someone could be in their head, right, thinking about this a lot, you know, trying to figure out if this is, you know, I mean, this is a very pure love. It's strong, it's a strong connection, but someone's still agonizing over it. Okay, so let's see, why is the Nine of Swords there? The World and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it may even involve travel. Okay, it may involve a big move to go for this new opportunity, right? And this person may have responsibilities with the Queen of Pentacles. Scorpio, this could be you. You could have responsibilities. You'd have to, and this connection or this opportunity could take you away from that. Okay, I'm getting travel. Let's look at the Lovers. Temperance. Oh my gosh. Temperance, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Cups. There could be a Sag here. Okay, we've also got Gemini. Scorpio, this is a chance to be with someone, a soulmate. Okay, with Temperance as well. It feels like a divinely guided connection. This is a good connection for you. The King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, you're already in love with this person. You're very attracted to them. Okay. And it's a great connection. Okay, I think it's just your responsibilities, okay, you know, that are giving you pause. Let's look at the Two of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. My goodness, I mean, look at that. You could be having it all here. Okay, we've got the Lovers, we've got the Two of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. This can go all the way to family, you know. A happy family life. Yeah, wow. And yet with this Nine of Wands, there's stress, and it's like you don't quite believe this. Okay, let's look at that World. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it may mean you know, moving somewhere else, getting a job somewhere else. Okay, there may be those kind of hurdles to overcome. Let's look at Temperance. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you've thought about this enough. You know, you've given it a lot of thought, and it's like the universe is saying that's enough, right? I mean, this is great. This is everything you want. There's two with the Two of Cups. It's mutual. It's a soulmate. And it could make you very happy. Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why you are thinking so long and hard about this. Let me look at that World again. Yeah, I think you'd have to start anew. Okay, maybe even career-wise, you'd have to start. You know, from the Eight of Coins, you'd have to start at the page. It's like you'd have to start over. Maybe. Okay. Maybe you have to move and start over to be with this person, and that's stressing you out. But I mean, please don't take your eye off the ball here, okay? Because this could have a very happy outcome. Yeah, so that was a great one for you, Scorpio. Please don't let it slip by. And let's move on to Sag. What is the new moon in Taurus energy for Sagittarius? Ace of Swords, King of Cups, and the Eight of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius energy, right? Or Jupiter. Wow. There's communication coming in for you. Someone's in love here, okay? and they really want to move this forward, and you might be a bit taken aback at how quickly this all unfolds, okay? Because with the Wheel of Fortune, there's an element of divine timing here. This is divinely, this person being in love with you is, coming to you now. It's fated, okay? It's fated. And yeah, I kind of thinking with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Spears that it's like it's going to speed up, okay? And this person's going to come, they're going to confess their feelings, and then it's like it'll speed up, okay? Just hold on a second. Okay, I just had to adjust the light. Hopefully that's better. Okay, let's have a look at this Ace of Swords. And whatever this person tells you about their feelings, it will be true with the Ace of Swords, okay? Why is the Ace of Swords there? Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Now that's that person, right? That's this energy who's coming to confess. Oh my gosh. They're going to communicate that they're in love and that they want a family. Okay? Oh my goodness. Gosh. Okay. Let's look at this King of Cups. The World. Yeah, it's like this person. I'm getting that this person's going to promise you the world. Okay? Sag. Right? Because with this King of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, it's like they're going to tell you they're in love and they want to marry you, they want to have a family, they see it all going great, and they're going to promise you the world here. Okay, let's look at this Eight of Spears. They may even ask you to relocate, okay, somewhere with them. Why is it? Actually, let me get one more on that. Where's the King of Cups there? The Seven of Wands. This person is very determined to have this with you. Okay. Yeah, this person is very determined to get with you. Let's look at the Eight of Spears. Eight of Cups. The Lovers. And the Five of Wands. So there's going to be fast moving, like some kind of fast movement, okay? And it might be to get you to walk away from someone else if you're not single, okay? Or to leave everything that you've known behind, okay? It could be just that you're not leaving a person, but you could be leaving family, friends, right? You're leaving a job, your life. But it's about making you move quickly, okay? And choosing to do this. And moving towards becoming, like choosing them, becoming a lover with them, and then maybe relocating with this person. But it feels a little rushed, I have to say. And with this Five of Wands, I don't know, there's some drama, conflict. Okay, now you might get into fights with this person because of how quickly they want to move all this along, okay? Or there could be some other drama that they are trying to avoid, okay? Not with you, but something else going on behind the scenes. And it's like they want to escape the scene, okay, quickly. Like they want to, kind of like they want to bounce out of town, right? Before this angry mob comes after them. What? Okay, gosh. I mean, I think this person does have feelings for you, okay? Because the Ace of Swords clarified by the King of Cups, their feelings are genuine, right? That's all there. This person has feelings. They're genuine. They may want all of this, but there's something with how fast this is moving. And I feel this person is avoiding something, okay? With that Five of Wands, there's some hidden conflict they're trying to escape. We've got the moon here beneath that, okay? And so they're going to try and speed you along. Okay, let me look at that King of Cups. Two of Swords. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. See, they want to take action. This person wants to take action, okay? They're not sure how to move you quickly. That's what I feel. I feel it's almost about moving you quickly, okay? This person wants to move quickly, right? Now they're going to get you to move quickly with them. Something like this. Let me look at that King of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. Oh my gosh. And the Knight of Cups. Oh gosh. Okay. So for some people, I mean, I'm getting that this person may have gone towards someone else or gone towards a job or something that impacted their stability. Okay. They did something that impacted their stability. They may have lost money. Okay. They may have lost money. And people could be pissed off with them with this 5 of Wands, and it's like it's like they want to get you into the getaway car and get you out of town. That's kind of what it feels like. Let's look at the world. Oh my gosh. The world there. See, 5 of Swords. There's something. This person is determined to make you move with them. Okay. Yeah, we've got the King of Pentacles. This person's stability is compromised. Okay, in a nutshell. They do have feelings for you, but their stability is compromised. They are determined to relocate possibly, and they want you to go with them. They're determined to do that, okay? And so they're going to bounce you into maybe even making some kind of quick decision to leave, choosing them and opting to leave. Yeah, I would advise some caution here, okay? Because this person, there's some sort of drama behind the scenes, like if they left a job suddenly or something, there could be people who are cheesed off with them, who are coming after them, chasing them, okay? Yeah, it's a strange message, but yeah, you do need to be cautious here, okay? Don't let anyone bounce you into any kind of quick decision or quick commitment, especially. Let's look at that 7 of Wands. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. See, they have been left. You know what? What is driving this person is everything in the Pentacle realm. Okay, their finances have taken a hit. They're trying to rebalance it by getting with you, and then relocating very quickly. Okay, that's what I'm getting. If it's not a relocation, then they're just determined to get with you. Okay, and they may push you into, like, come and confess, promise everything, and then try to push you into making a choice quickly. Yeah, so watch out for that. But there are ulterior motives there. Okay, Sag. It was looking good until we started clarifying. Okay, so that was Sag. Let's go on to Capricorn. New moon in Taurus. What is the energy for Capricorn? Page of Cups. Ace of Coins and the Page of Coins. Ooh, the 10 of Swords. Gosh. Yeah, so there's an ending here, okay? Somebody may, there's an ending, maybe. Maybe it's been a while coming, okay? Someone now wants to offer up. Someone could be offering up an apology. This could be about wanting a do-over, right? Starting again. It could be. Let's see. Or if not, it's about going off in a new direction. So we'll have to see. Okay. Why is this Page of Cups there for Capricorn? Ooh, the Star and the Magician. Okay. Someone's definitely trying to manifest something. Let's look at the Ace of Coins, Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. And let's look at the Page of Coins, the Sun, the 5 of Cups, with the Chariot. Okay, I mean, So this person is trying to manifest something. They have a goal in mind, okay, with the star. It could be to heal a situation that's ended, because we do have the Ten of Swords as the underlying energy and death beneath that. Okay, so it could be to make up for something that was seen as a betrayal, maybe to heal something. Okay, they want a new opportunity, right? With this Knight of Cups, it could even be this, it's like coming with towards this Queen of Swords, Capricorn. If this is you, coming with an offer, like an apology. Can we try again? That kind of thing. With this Page of Pentacles, I think it's clear to everybody with the Sun here and the Five of Cups that this person regrets the choice they made to end it. Okay, I think they chose to end it. Yeah, we have beneath death we've got the Devil. Okay, so it could be. I mean, this person chose to end it. It's clear to everybody that they regret this, and it feels like they're coming back around now, trying to manifest some kind of healing. Okay, so it could be an ex-partner. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Because otherwise, why would they regret it, right? I think it's someone who you already had an ending with in this case. Okay, let's look at the star. Yeah, Three of Wands, Queen of Cups. They're hoping you'll give them another go, okay? That you'll be willing to nurture this connection. Let's look at the Magician. Six of Wands. And the Nine of Pentacles. So this person they could be even trying to work, like to free themselves from something else that they went to, okay? Because it feels like there was an ending. It was seen as a betrayal, and now they're coming back around. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. Yeah, Five of Swords. This person is conflicted, okay, about coming back. But they're also determined to try to come back, okay? Because with that Magician, this person wants to make things happen, right? They'll do whatever it takes to make it happen. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at and especially with that Knight of, with the Queen, with the Five of Swords here. I feel actually that they will say and do whatever it takes to have this new beginning. Look at the Queen of Swords. Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, if you're the feminine energy here, I don't think you're feeling it with this Page of Cups reversed. You're not really, you're willing to entertain this person, okay? You're not interested in hearing it, but here they come, and they do plan to, keep offering up their cup. And with that Five of Swords, they're determined to manifest a healing here, okay? This person's got a bit of an ego, and they can't accept when someone maybe doesn't want them, okay? Or it's like if they come back to you, they think that you should take them back. Now let's look at the Sun. The World. Yeah, the fact that this person ended it with you, and chose a lover possibly, is public knowledge. Okay, so this played out very publicly. Everybody knows they did this. And it's something they regret as well. Why is the Five of Cups there? Yeah, they regret this, they're at a crossroads now, this is their relationship with you, something that was worked on for a while, and then they ended it, and it's something they regret, and now they don't know, what's on the other side of this crossroads. Will you accept them back? Because so far it doesn't look like you will with that Page of Cups reversed. You're not feeling it, Capricorn, okay? I mean, it's up to you, but this person, I think, will not give up trying with that Five of Swords. There's a very determined energy to come back, okay? With that Magician and the Six of Wands here, this person has a big ego that they like to keep catering to, okay? And it might be upsetting their ego that you're not taking them back, okay? Yeah. So that's that. So just be prepared that whatever they say and do could be with the view, like, don't entirely trust whatever they say, okay? Because they have an agenda. They're quite manipulative as well. Okay. So that's Capricorn. Let's move on to Aquarius. New moon in Taurus. What is the energy for Aquarius? New moon in Taurus. What's the energy for Aquarius? Come on, what is the energy? What's the energy? Oh, the Hanged Man, Page of Cups, and the Nine of Coins with the Two of Spheres. So Aquarius, you could be at a crossroads, okay? With the Hanged Man, I think you've been there for a while. It's time for change now, right? Pluto is in your sign, right? So that could be giving you the impetus to move, to do something. And with the Hanged Man, it's about considering everything carefully, right? If you feel you're at an impasse, there's a need to see that situation a different way, right? Maybe there's something you're not seeing here. This Page of Cups, it's about where do you want to go, right? What direction do you want to move? And you may have thought that you want to be single or stay single, right? For some of you, maybe it's about seeing that situation differently. Or some of you may decide to become single, okay? So it could be either way. I think some sort of singledom is something you may be contemplating or rejecting, right? Let's see. There's a Hanged Man there. Ooh, what is this? The Knight of Pentacles reversed. And the Eight of Pentacles. With death, yeah, it's like you wanted to end a situation, or maybe you already did, okay? You came to a screeching halt with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Something you were focused on for a while, it's like you just suddenly stopped putting in anything into it, okay? And with that Hanged Man, it's just been, it's kind of came to a halt and nothing's happening with death, right? There was an ending there. Let's look at this Page of Cups. The Magician. And the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, what do you want to manifest, right? You need to figure that out. Okay. Why is the Nine of Coins there? For Aquarius, why is the Nine of Coins there? Five of Cups and one more. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, for some of you, you have, we have the Two of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, okay? Some of you may have been in a long-standing relationship that may have come to a screeching halt, right? Like you may have called time on it, or the other person did, but I think maybe your decision because of the Two of Wands, right? You're at the crossroad. You need to see that differently, okay? Think about what it is you really are trying to manifest here with that Page of Cups and the Magician. Because, with this being single energy, it could be that, that you may regret hanging on to your singledom, okay? Because there is a Two of Cups here at play. And if you insist on being single, you could lose this person. You could lose them. So with this Nine of Pentacles reversed, it also feels a little reckless. Like you were committed kind of to this relationship and then suddenly it stops. It could have been some kind of blow up or a tiff, right? And then you just blew up and said, that's it, I'm out of here sort of thing. And there's a need to see that differently because you could regret becoming single and holding on to your singledom, okay? Because you might lose this person who you love and who loves you. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. Let's see. Let's look at the Knight of Pentacles reversed. What is that there for Aquarius? The Magician with the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I mean, I think you whatever that decision was, you just felt it was very heavy at the time, okay? And you blew your fuse or whatever. But with the Hanged Man, there's a need to see that differently. Let's look at the Magician. Five of Cups reversed. Yeah, you don't want to regret this. Whatever you do here, you don't want to regret this, okay? Some of you, for some of you, it's the other way. Like, you may have been in a relationship for a while and you ended it, okay? because you didn't want to regret getting into a commitment with this person. I mean, for some people, there's that. Let's look at this Five of Cups. Yeah, three of Swords. I mean, there is heartbreak here. So yeah, I mean, for some of you, where you're just stubbornly hanging on to being single, you could regret that. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And also with this Magician, with this five of Cups reversed, it's like manifesting from a place where you're not focused on the past. Okay. Aquarius, it's about, so if you're starting a relationship or whatever, it's about making something happen without a focus on the past. Okay, so starting fresh. If you have to go back to this person with an apology, then don't keep ruminating on whatever came before. Okay, it's you got to let that go. Okay, that's what I've got for you. And let's move on to who's next? Pisces. Okay, new moon in Taurus for Pisces. What is the energy? New moon in Taurus for Pisces. What's the message here for Pisces? Ooh, saw the King of Cups. But anyway, what's the message for Pisces? The Star. Aquarius energy, Five of Spears, and the World with the Lovers. Wow. So there's a choice, Pisces. Okay. We got the Two of Cups beneath that. So with the Star and the Five of Wands, it feels like there's someone here, Pisces. This could be you, okay, who's seen, seen sort of head and shoulders above all these people, right? It's like these people are in the fray and this person's above it, okay? So it could be you. There could be a choice, right, to make between these people and this person or whatever this represents, if it's a job or whatever. It's an opportunity that's head and shoulders above everything else. And there's a chance to have a completely new way of living, maybe even, okay? And for some of you, if it's like a job, then there's a whole lot of people interested in it, okay? So if you're up for a job, there could be a lot of competition there. It may involve travel, right? Let's see. Why is the Star there? Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Now, someone's thinking of how they can have this goal, Why is the Five of Spears there? Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords, yeah. It's very clear that there is competition, okay? I think that's the truth. That there's other people in the fray, maybe, okay? Someone could be worried about being rejected because of that. Let's look at the World. Seven of Cups and the Four of Pentacles with the Lovers, yeah. I mean, this may involve a major cycle with the World, okay? It could involve travel, and so someone could be holding back from the Star a little bit, right? With some confusion with that Seven of Cups. Unsure about this, okay? Unsure about making this choice because they all, although they really desire the Star, they're nervous maybe about fighting with all these other people, okay? That's if it's a job. If it's a relationship, then somebody, I think the similar thing applies where even if it's a relationship, there's other people interested in this person. That's very clear. And this person, Pisces, it could be you or, someone feeling this way about you, but feels like they might get rejected, that there's too many people there, they're not sure if this can work. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. There's a Seven of Pentacles there. Yeah, Seven of Cups. There's a lot of confusion, there's confusion. Whatever the Star is, whether it's a person or a job, it's not someone that this person, whoever's in this reading, there's a very dreamy fantasy energy. It's not very well known. Okay, let's look at that Ace of Swords. Ooh, what's this? Temperance, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think with there's a lot of people in the fray for this person or job. Okay, with Temperance, Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands, it feels like it's got the possibility of, like, it's promising a lot, right? This opportunity, it's, you know, it's going to be financially stable, it's going to be peaceful, it's going to be everything you want, kind of thing, you know. And maybe somebody's wondering, is this too good to be true, you know? Let's look at this Knight of Swords. Yeah, Two of Cups. I think, I mean, if it's a relationship, then this person knows they want you, okay, and they're very clear on that. They're clear that if there are other people around, either you or them, that this is what they want, right? That they want this long-term thing. I think other people around the star energy, okay, but they're confused about maybe whether the star will choose them, you know. Will they be the choice? Will they be the chosen one? We've got the Lovers at the bottom of both decks, okay. So, I mean, there could be a Gemini here, definitely. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. Devil, the King of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, this is greatly desired and it's very intoxicating, okay, whether it's a person or job, whatever. There's a strong pull with the Devil. And someone's very clear. But with the Devil, it could also be that there is a feeling that something's holding this person back, because with the Four of Pentacles as well, it's holding back. Something's holding this person back, and with the World, it could be that it's going to even plunge them into a brand new world. Like pursuing the star would mean a new world, you know, something out of their comfort zone in some way, okay? And so that's causing all this confusion. Okay. But with the Ace of Pentacles, it's a brand new opportunity. With the star, it sounds like a dream come true, whatever this is. I think with the Lovers, you're also being urged to just make a choice and go for it if this is you, okay? Don't let your worries and your imagination cloud your judgment, okay? And don't let that, because, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles, you can see, clarifying the Seven of Cups, it's like, you know, it's not thinking about the truth, it's thinking about all this imagined things, you know. So don't let that cloud your judgment, okay? That's what I'm getting, Pisces. If this is you, don't let it cloud your judgment. Just go for it. It's a great opportunity. And then even if there are other people interested in this opportunity, just go for it. Okay. So that's Pisces, and I think we've got Aries left. And then I think we're done with everyone. Okay, so let's, new moon in Taurus. What is the energy for Aries? New moon in Taurus. What is this? Two of Wands, the Hanged Man. One more. Nine of Coins, and we've got one more. The Wheel of Fortune, okay, with the Sun. Okay. So Aries, you could be giving some thought to your happiness. Maybe wondering if you should make a change. You know, it feels like there's a path to be chosen here. With the Hanged Man, though, you may even have felt that you had to make a choice, right? Like you had to choose a different path. And maybe with the Hanged Man, you're seeing that differently, okay? Maybe you're thinking, well, I don't need to choose, you know. With this Nine of Coins and the Wheel of Fortune, you may have thought, so this could go either way until we clarify, okay? For some of you, you decided to become single, okay? And you think that is the right move. And for others, where you thought that, you may be rethinking it, okay, with the Hanged Man. So let's see. Where's the Two of Wands there? Seven of Cups. And the Four of Cups. Okay, yeah. Why is the Hanged Man there? King of Cups and the Hermit. And let's look at the Nine of Coins. Where's that there? The Hierophant. And the Three of Pentacles. Okay. And let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. The Magician. The Six of Cups. Okay. So, with Strength, you could be dealing with a Leo. We've got the Sun and the Strength card here. Yeah, so there was a crossroads, okay. Someone pondered, right? With the Seven of Cups, there was a lot of fantasizing because they were unhappy with the Four of Cups. You know, there was they were bored where they were, and so they just stayed and fantasized, right? And maybe they fantasized about somebody, a relationship, okay. Now with this Hanged Man, this person who is this King of Cups, I think, and the Hermit. This person sees something differently now, okay. Their emotions had led them to, you know, focus on what it is they want with the Hermit, right? Focused on the star. But that star may have come from a place of fantasy, you know, something they were focused on because they were bored. And maybe it was just a fantasy and they recognize that now. Okay, it feels like something that they recognize is just a fantasy, because with this Nine of Pentacles, this person is in a Hierophant structure, commitment of some kind. Okay, and they would have to free themselves from that, you know. And maybe the Three of Pentacles and the Hierophant, it's kind of mundane. Okay, it's everyday stuff, right? Paying the bills, you know, taking the dog out, whatever. It's maybe there's not a lot of passion there, okay. And so this person has felt like maybe they wanted to free themselves with the Wheel of Fortune, that would be the right move for them, right? Maybe they dreamed of going back to their past, okay, someone from their past. But it feels like they're having a rethink about all of this, and maybe they're recognizing that it is a fantasy. Okay, so let's see. Aries, this could be you. Okay, I just saw the Emperor. Yeah, I think it is you. Okay, so let's look at the Seven of Cups. There's a Seven of Cups. Yeah, Ace of Cups. You're dreaming about a new start. Okay, with this Eight of Swords, Aries, you could have felt trapped in a commitment, bored, and so you spent your time fantasizing. Okay, let's look at the Hermit. Queen of Pentacles. See, you're fixated on who you thought you wanted to partner up with. Okay, why is the Hermit there? Justice. You may have thought you wanted to marry someone else. Okay, yeah, and for some of you, divorce someone in order to marry someone. Okay, and that's what's being rethought out here. Let's look at the Hierophant. Yeah, the Hermit reversed. See, one more. With the Knight of Cups, yeah. You felt that you have thought about this, right? And you wanted to be on your way with this Knight of Cups, break your commitment, move on. You were fantasizing about this new opportunity, you know. And that's what you've seen differently. And maybe time has caused you to see it differently. Let's look at the Magician. Yeah, Three of Pentacles reversed. You thought that you couldn't, you didn't want something mundane here, okay? Oof, gosh, that's too many. I'm just going to take this one. The Seven of Cups reversed. Yeah, I think now you recognize, let's look at Seven of Cups reversed. Yeah. See, I think you see clearly now that this would have just been, you see this lover option clearly, okay? And I think there's a recognition that it is a fantasy. Let's look at the Six of Cups. Yeah, the Moon. See, there's a lot of hidden feelings for someone from your past. Aries, it feels like you've kept all this hidden, right? Bottled up with the King of Cups, with the Hermit being alone or just focused on yourself, and now, but now seeing things as they are, with the Seven of Cups reverse, seeing things clearly. Okay, where you thought it was a good idea to free yourself, I think you're recognizing that maybe it's not. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so I guess maybe this new moon is, giving you a bit of a wake-up call. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Aries. So I think that completes everybody now. So yeah, that's your new moon in Taurus reading for all signs, and I will timestamp it. Please do tell me in the comments if any of it resonates. I'd love to hear from you. Please do share it. Please do hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time.